Sister wives Robyn Brown gets blasted for obsession with OG kids. And Kody Brown threw bar mitzvah for Logan. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my 2S gossip channel. Sister wives star Robyn Brown is getting blasted for her obsession with the OG kids. Many of them have distanced themselves from Robyn and Kody Brown, and with good reason. All of the blame has been put on the OG children for being rude and disobedient during the pandemic, but the couple has yet to take accountability for their behavior. So, what has fans believing Robyn is obsessed with the elder Browns? During the pandemic, Kody Brown claimed he was going to do a 3-home rotation. Since he had no interest in first wife, Meri Brown, he was going between Janelle Brown, Christine Brown Woolley, and Robyn Brown's homes. Unfortunately, he felt that Christine and Janelle were being irresponsible and disobedient. Kody also felt their children were not abiding by his rules. Therefore, he opted to solely stay at Robyn's, with her 5 children, as they were loyal and obedient. Since he had been known to favor Robyn, this was just another nail in the coffin. Sister wives fans are now questioning Robyn Brown's obsession with the OG Brown children. A Reddit thread was started with the op writing this of Robyn. If I had family members that I truly believed excluded my kids and was hateful toward them and did not love them, I would cut them off and never look back. I wouldn't be obsessed with reconciliation with them. So, did other followers agree with this sentiment? A confused Brown. Robyn Brown spent all of Christmas Eve crying on her bathroom floor about how empty her home was going to be. She missed the traditional fanfare and the whole plural family gathering together. This is what she had longed for, and she takes any and all moments to remind viewers of what she has lost. Yet, there have also been reminders of how she and her children were never welcomed. So, why is she obsessing over a family that hurt her so badly? Her desire to be around them completely voids any and all of her accusations of exclusion, especially since they're seemingly all including her. Even after all the divorces, she just needs a check in a storyline. The paranoid, control freak in her can't allow little Lord Fauntleroy to be around his family without her. Who would socialize and make nice with people who hate your children? Truth is not a part of this configuration. Robyn alleges she and her kids were treated so badly, but she wants them desperately. Moreover, she wants Kody Brown to reconcile and bring the kids back together, but she interfered with the kids' group text. Essentially, she is a walking contradiction, but fans have seen this from her all along. Sister wives star Kody Brown always maintained he had a deep respect for other cultures. He wanted his children to learn about other ways of life, so that often meant incorporating various elements of other cultures into his family's own celebrations. Some fans thought it was admirable, others thought he was completely misappropriating other cultures. This topic resurfaced after one viewer watched an only episode where Kody talked about Logan Brown's bar mitzvah. See what other Sister Wives fans had to say about the situation. Kody Brown proudly threw his son a bar mitzvah, even though they aren't Jewish. As season 19 continues, Sister Wives fans have been rewatching older episodes and posting their findings on Reddit. One viewer stumbled across an old scene where Kody admitted he threw Logan a bar mitzvah for his 13th birthday. But that's not all. In the closed captioning on the photos, Kody also says he knighted his 13-year-old son for the occasion. In real bar mitzvahs, the 13-year-old boy reads from the Torah and gives a speech. The boy also spends quite a bit of time preparing for the ceremony. The Browns turned it into a goofy party to celebrate their son's birthday. I need to know everything about Logan's bar mitzvah, a Redditor shared on the platform, attaching a photo from the occasion. What I wouldn't give to have seen this knighting ceremony, during a bar mitzvah, thrown by Kody. Since the bar mitzvah ceremony is a deeply significant coming-of-age ceremony in the Jewish faith, many viewers felt the Browns made a mockery of it. They especially weren't impressed with Kody adding a random knighting ceremony into the mix. Comments on the Reddit post included, Kody treats religion like a Chinese restaurant menu. Something from the chicken portion, one from the pork section, one from the beef portion. Do we think he was ever really devoted to any faith? I really believe he only became a polygamist to get as many women as possible. And for those who are confused, This is what cultural appropriation looks like, lol. My guess is Logan knew it was inappropriate at the time, but just went along with it because his father is nuts. God if King hate when fundies appropriate Jewish religion and culture like this, it's so offensive and gross. Meri Brown of Sister Wives imagines things wouldn't change much if she got COVID. In fact, it sounds as if she feels the Brown family wouldn't be bothered too much if she became sick with the virus. What brought up this topic of conversation? TLC shared a promo clip on Instagram a few hours ago previewing an upcoming episode of Sister Wives. During the clip, the producers spoke with Kody and each of his wives about COVID-19. They questioned what would happen if someone within the family became sick. How would something like this work for the family? What would they do? Kody and each of his wives spoke with the producers privately about the matter. Kody admits it wasn't something he gave much thought to. It was Meri Brown's response that tugged at some major heartstrings though. Turns out, it wasn't really something she gave much thought to either. But, her reason was likely very different from Kody's reason for not thinking about it. The Sister Wives star was a little off-put by the question. She repeated the question back to the producers to make sure she understood it properly. What would happen if she got sick? Well, Meri Brown didn't think much would change if she got COVID. She explained that she would likely just spend the next few weeks at home alone until she recovered. Would anyone take care of her? Unlikely. She suspected she'd take care of herself unless she got so sick she had to go to the hospital. Meri Brown clarifies her way of thinking. She explains no one in the Brown family really comes to her house anyway. So, why would she expect, or want, that to change after getting a highly contagious virus? Sister Wives fans are pretty open about their dislike of the way Kody treats Meri. They believe she's been pushed out of the family. Many wish she would just move on with her life. Perhaps find someone new and special to be with. I understand that perhaps you marry a family, but if I were Meri, I have trouble seeing what keeps her in this toxic dynamic. One follower penned in response to the video featuring Meri Brown's answer to this question about COVID. Another chimed in. At this point they have both made it clear, they really don't want anything to do with each other. Kody doesn't even go and see Meri or stays the night at her house. Meri stays because she likes being part of the family and loves all the kids, but as for her and Kody, it's pretty much over. To me, Meri actually looks at him with disgust, and I think she's glad she is divorced from him, lol. That was heartbreaking. It's pretty clear who is the fav wife. A third added, Sister Wives Maddie Brushen. The kids recently enjoy a day at the beach. Their grandma, Janelle Brown also shares photos from the beach. Fans take notice of Evie and express some concerns in the photos' comments. Maddie Brush recently shares a photo of herself with Axel and Evie at the beach. The mother of two looks very happy to be there. While the children also look happy and excited to be at the beach, they also look distracted. Consequently, it seems that Maddie recognizes that her children are distracted. They both had better places to go, but we did manage to get a beach photo. Love these tiny humans of mine, writes the adoring mother. Heartwarmingly, the comments for this photo are positive. Without a doubt, Sister Wives fans love seeing Maddie and her adorable children. However, fans are intrigued by Evie. More specifically her prosthetic foot. About Fatco syndrome. Luckily for inquiring minds, Maddie and Caleb Brush decided that it was in Evie's best interest not to hide their toddler daughter's limb difference. Sister Wives fans get to see Evie's limb difference at the beginning of season 15. In the Evie introduction episode, Maddie explains what is going on. If anybody doesn't know, she has a syndrome called Fatco syndrome. She is missing bones. Fatco is the acronym for fibular aplasia, tibial campomelia, and oligosyndactyly syndrome. The National Institutes of Health (NIH) defines Fatco syndrome as a rare, genetic, congenital limb malformation syndrome. Furthermore, the most common symptoms are abnormality of the calf bone and/or abnormality of the shank bone. According to the NIH, the aforementioned symptoms affect 80–99% of people with Fatco. In the beach photo, fans take notice of Evie's prosthetic. Oh my gosh, Her little prosthetic foot is too cute. She's turning into such a big girl, writes a fan. Another fan poses a question about Evie's prosthetic foot. Nothing better than toes in the sand. Is it difficult to get the sand mud out of Evie's prosthetic? Asks a concerned fan. They're not the only ones. Another commenter shares that they were wondering the same thing. Sister wives Janelle and Savanah Brown recently took a trip from Flagstaff, Arizona to North Carolina to visit Madison and her kids. While there, the family enjoys a day at the beach. Janelle Brown and Meri Brown each share photos from a day spent at Emerald Isle. Throughout the course of these photos, fans and Meri recognize just how strong Janelle Brown's genes are. Sister wives Janelle Brown's daughter, Meri Brown, shares a photo of herself with the kids, Axel and Evie, at the beach. It goes without saying that the kids steal the show. Without a doubt, Sister Wives fans are enamored with little Evie. However, they bring up another observation. One that it seems like Meri recently come to herself. It looks like the revelation begins when fans point out how strong Janelle's genes are. I see Gabe in Axel's face, such beautiful babies. Other fans point out that they see Logan in Axel's face. Regardless, this fan comment says it best: I was thinking Logan also. Janelle's genes are strong. A quick scroll through Sister Wives Janelle Brown's Instagram shows a bunch of faces with strong similarities to their matriarch. One of the most recurring features that seem most common among Janelle's 6 biological children is her smile. Another common Janelle feature that her children have is her eyes. Some people may even argue that it is hard to see any Kody Brown in these kids. In a series of Instagram stories photos, Meri shares that she just notices how much she looks like her mom. In the first photo, Meri is holding little Evie with the biggest smile on her face. The caption is adorable. Evie was not having the photos, but please hold while I realize how much I look like my mom. The next photo in Meri shares a photo from her mom, Janelle's Instagram. In the photo, Janelle is posing with Savanah. Meri captions the photo, pretty sure we are making the same face. Fans wonder if Robyn Brown is rubbing off on her husband Kody. Is she making him more emotional? Life is difficult right now on Sister Wives due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. The family isn't able to see each other so much, and this includes Mariah and Audrey's visit. In the latest episode, Meri Brown realizes she hasn't told anyone about their visit, not even Kody. After watching the episode himself, Kody Brown reacts on Twitter, saying that not seeing his daughter and her partner almost brought him to tears. Sister Wives and Mariah and Audrey. In the latest episode, Meri goes to collect her mom, Bonnie. Mariah and Audrey will be looking after the bed and breakfast in her absence. However, Meri suddenly realizes she never told anyone in the family about Mariah and Audrey's visit. She only communicates with Kody these days if she really has to, and left home out of this news. Kody hasn't been with Meri for quite some time and hasn't seen anything of Mariah and Audrey. Meanwhile, Meri wants to talk to him, so he is on his way over to her house. Kody is excited to finally see his daughter and her fiancé. However, this is not to be. When he sits down, he asks where Mariah is, and Meri explained that her mom is there and the girls are running the bed and breakfast. Kody is naturally upset that he missed seeing Mariah and Audrey. He wants to know why they didn't close the bed and breakfast. He believes it doesn't make enough money right now to make it worthwhile keeping it open. During Kody's visit, Robyn interrupts by calling him, taking his attention away from the moment. Kody Brown reacts to not seeing Mariah and Audrey. Kody is obviously unhappy during the Sister Wives episode and takes to Twitter on March 29 after viewing it himself. He tweets, "I'm watching this scene. And as I am tweeting it, I am feeling like crying that I didn't get to see Audrey and Mariah." Kody continued, writing, "It was sad to me. Makes me sad right now." Fans quickly responded to his message, with many showing Kody their support. One fan wrote, "It seemed as though Meri got enjoyment out of you not seeing them, my opinion from what I saw." They continued, writing, "Maybe they were wrong, but what would have been the harm in sending you a text they were leaving? That scene came off as mean." Another Twitter user commented on the fact that Robyn had to call while he was at Meri's, saying it was bullsh*t. However, others weren't so supportive of Kody and criticized him. One wrote, "What does it about you that you have so little communication with your daughter that you didn't know her plans for weeks?" The second question Kody Brown mentioned is, "Are you going to have another wife?" He seemed to skirt over answering this. But it is worth mentioning the way he worded this. He didn't say the fans wanted to know if he'd marry again. No, he said the question is, will you have another wife? That sounds more like, will you add another wife to the show? Kody said before that he won't marry again. Plus, there's been big developments since this interview took place. Sister Wives fans learned Christine has left the shared husband. Then Kody himself seemed to say that Janelle and Meri are wives in name only. He is not in love with these ladies. While he loves them, it sounds as if he has a different kind of love for Robyn than the other women in his life. He even said he won't advocate for polygamy anymore. So, from the other things he's recently said, it sounds as if he's in a monogamous relationship with Robyn Brown. So, it sounds safe to say another wife wouldn't fit in under Kody Brown's circumstances today. Sister Wives question number 3, what's the schedule? This question is obviously about sleeping arrangements. So, before getting too elaborate, Kody said the fans just want to know that all his wives' needs are met. Well, that might sound good, but folks on social media don't seem all that worried about the wives' needs. This is the question they spent the majority of the time on while doing this Sister Wives interview. Kody doesn't have a schedule written down anywhere. He just flows from one wife to another. He makes adjustments for certain events like birthdays. But when they started to talk about the schedule, Robyn said, "We're not even obsessed with the schedule." Then Meri adds, "Why is everybody else?" Kody offered a comeback for that one. He cut them off and said that some of the wives became obsessed with the schedule. But he didn't mention any names. Although Robyn's reaction seemed to suggest she may know who he means. Janelle said their shared husband is very fair with the time he spends. But when the word schedule first popped up, the wives scowled as if it was a topic they didn't want to discuss. However, the fan did admit that Meri was in the wrong for not telling Kody. However, they said, communication is a two-way street, adding that he should be talking to his daughter. Sister Wives Kody Brown shares some insight into one of his family traditions on Twitter. With 18 kids, it may be hard to imagine, but birthdays area a big deal to the polygamous father. Area a big deal to the polygamous father. Keep reading to find out Kody Brown's thoughts on birthdays. Kody Brown explains, big deal birthdays. While tweeting along with the most recent episode of Sister Wives, Kody Brown shares some insight into one of his family traditions. "We have always made birthdays a big deal," the Sister Wives patriarch shares. It seems that he is already on the defensive about the situation. This is because he promptly projects into his tweet what he thinks others may think about his family's birthday traditions. Kody goes on to describe how people may see this tradition. Maybe even an overindulgence in some opinions, writes the father of 18. However, he stands his ground. "But I defend big deal birthdays as homage and celebration of each family member. It's important," he writes. While it's easy to think that Kody Brown's followers would be on board with something that benefits so many of the Brown family members, that's not the case. Unfortunately, the comments section doesn't stay on topic. Unfortunately, Kody's Twitter followers take this seemingly innocent tweet as an opportunity to let them know how they feel about him. Like always, the topic of conversation turns to grievances Sister Wives viewers have with each of the wives. Also, they like to point out how it appears that Kody doesn't treat his wives fairly, especially Meri. One comment reads, "The celebration of each family member except Meri is important." For some reason, several comments bring up Christine. The first claims that Christine wants to wear the label as polygamy but doesn't want to really be one. Apparently, this stems from a conversation the family had about living in one house again. "One house is one family just like Janelle and Robyn," said, and of course Christine opposed, reads the comment. In conclusion, the follower writes, "She doesn't want to see you with other women. She's not a polygamist." Eventually, the comments on this tweet get back on track. Some fans share that they have similar birthday traditions. However, it doesn't last long before the comments move on to discussing how Robyn is Kody Brown's favorite wife. Sadly, just 17 days after her 76th birthday, Sister Wives Meri Brown's mother, Bonnie Ahlstrom, passes away. Grandma Bonnie is loved by many. This includes countless grandchildren and visitors to Meri's bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. Some fans expressed concern when they didn't see certain family members pay their condolences to the matriarch. Notably, people are quick to call out Kody Brown for not sharing his condolences. On March 26, Sister Wives Meri Brown shares some devastating news. At this time, there are no details about what happened. However, on her Instagram, Meri shares some nondescript details. She left us suddenly, unexpected, and extremely way too soon, and I literally don't know how I'm going to do the rest of my life without her, writes the heartbroken daughter. TV shows Ace goes on to report that there is growing concern among the Sister Wives community that some family members hadn't mentioned the untimely death on their social media. At the time of this report, Kody, Christine, nor Robyn had made any mention of their condolences. However, a few days later, Kody takes to Twitter to share his feelings. 2 days after Sister Wives Meri announces the unexpected death of her mother, Kody finally takes to Twitter to share his feelings on the loss. This occurs while he was tweeting along with the most recent episode of the show. "Missing Grandma Bonnie now. So sad," begins Kody. "I love seeing her here on the show. Rest in peace, Grandma." He goes on to share a sweet sentiment about his mother-in-law. "I will miss your kind way, smile and wisdom. Your passing breaks my heart. Heaven is nearly full," tweets the Sister Wives patriarch. Later, Kody Brown responds to a question about his tweet. One follower writes, "May she rest in peace." The follower goes on to ask, "What does heaven is nearly full mean?" Luckily, Kody takes the time to explain the saying. That someone is so special as to almost fill it. Not logic, but a comment of honor, shares Kody. When a man dies, they say, Valhalla is almost filled. While Sister Wives Robyn Brown may not be as active on Instagram as Meri, Janelle, and Christine, fans can catch up with her regularly on Twitter. Usually, Kody, Meri, Janelle, and Robyn tweet along with the most recent episode of the show while it is airing. In a recent tweet, Robyn shares how she tried to make birthdays special for the younger kids during quarantine. However, one fan posts a concerning comment. Notably, this isn't the first time someone points something out about Sister Wives Robyn Brown's health. In September 2019, concerns arise that Robyn may be pregnant or sick. Part of the speculation comes from the fact that Robyn doesn't regularly post on social media like the other Sister Wives. Next, there are concerns about a health issue. Media outlets mention that she's gained a lot of weight and has some breathing issues. One of the Brown children, Aspyn, confirms that Robyn is sick. When she graduates, she comments that Robyn was really sad to miss it but woke up feeling terrible. She celebrated with all of us later. Sadly, that isn't the last of the health concerns that fans have for Robyn Brown. In the reply portion of one of her recent tweets, a viewer shares some alarming observations about Robyn. The comment is very personable and goes as follows. "Hey Robyn, sick, I was worried about your thyroid, have you seen a doctor? Your neck looks swollen to me, IDK if anyone else has said something about it to you. Please, get it checked sweetie," urges the fan. Unfortunately, no one responds to this well-meaning fan. However, this sort of observation made by a reality television fan isn't an uncommon occurrence. In 2015, Today reports about how a fan alerts HGTV's Flip or Flop Tarek El Moussa to his thyroid cancer. Notably, the incident came in 2013. While watching a marathon of Flip or Flop, registered nurse, Ryan Reed, spotted a lump on Tarek's neck and contacted the show's producers to suggest he get it checked out. In an interview with Today, Reed shares how the revelation came about. "I noticed that at certain angles, at certain times, it just caught my eye that Tarek had a lump on his throat, and I thought it was something that needed to be brought to his attention." Good thing for Reed's eagle eye because the lump ends up being stage 2 thyroid cancer. Sister wives Kody and Robyn Brown both take to Twitter to explain how coronavirus quarantine has been especially Difficult on the younger Brown children. Of Kody's 18 children, the youngest of the bunch are his and Robyn's. Since footage from last year is just now airing, so fans get to see how the Brown family handles quarantine in recent episodes of Sister Wives. Before the most recent episode of Sister Wives, Robyn Brown tweets about some concerns she has for Aurora and Brianna's birthdays. However, it seems that whatever Robyn was able to come up with to make the girls' days special went off without a hitch. I was so worried about making sure Aurora and Brianna's birthdays were amazing despite being quarantined, tweets the concerned mother. Luckily, she came up with a great idea to make these birthdays special. I got a hold of everyone I could think of that was important to them and asked them to make a birthday video for each of them, explains Robyn. Luckily for fans eager to learn how these birthdays went, they didn't have to wait long for an update from Robyn. While tweeting along with the most recent episode of Sister Wives, she gives everyone an update. I worked pretty hard to make sure Aurora and Brianna's birthdays were as special as they could be even though we were quarantined and couldn't be around anyone. Robyn also shares that this way of celebrating birthdays inspired a new family tradition. We actually did a few new things that they want to continue as tradition, writes Robyn. While it seems like Sister Wives Robyn Brown was positive and made the best out of a difficult situation. That isn't the image that the most recent episode of Sister Wives paints. Consequently, viewers are quick to call her out on it. OMG, the constant complaining you all did tonight about how you can't have big family birthday celebrations was just too much. You weren't the only ones. No one could. Get over yourselves, responds one viewer. However, Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown points out that the episode may not have shown everything that happened that day. We talked about COVID and that is all that makes the cut, tweets Kody. He goes on to share with fans what actually happened that day. We had birthday cake and presents and dance party. Sorry you missed that. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.